Look at that beautiful Friday morning. July 25th, coming down the stairs here. Crossroads Gathering Place, the location of Big Love Vinyl in Oak Island, North Carolina. Good morning. Don't know how many videos I've done, Friday morning videos, but it's been a lot. You guys have seen that view quite often. Do I need to take you down to the beach again? I did one 4 or 5 months ago where I started out my video on the beach, which is just down this road right here, about a quarter mile. You guys ready for records? I have so much to show you this morning. Holy cow. We have stocked up. We've had a great month and we had some empty bins. You can see all of this stuff I worked on this morning to get ready for you guys. Let's begin. Let's just jump in. July 25th is the date, Friday morning. I hope you had a good week. Good morning, Mr. Richie. That's Vinyl Richie, if you haven't met him before. I also have some other people to introduce. We're gonna have more and more people kind of just join me on these Friday mornings. There's my Roosevelt coffee house coffee mug. Thank you, Roosevelt, for sponsoring today's show. Just kidding, but thank you for the great coffee. Tidying up the shop here. Good morning, Roger. How you doing, Nancy, Graham, Neil, Adam? How are you this morning? I got a friend of yours right down here who wants to join you. Let's go ahead and put you together. Love that look in the 80s. I might have tried to do that a time or two, but that's another video. Good morning, Travis. Good morning to everybody. Thank you for being here. I'm going to start out this morning with something that I just need to put away, but I want to show you really quick. It's a box set. Nothing super special, but if you're into folk songs and instrumental music of the Southern Mountains, we have a box set here. It's a 5 LP. That's a lot of folk songs and instrumental music. We're going to put it down here in the box sets. By the way, I still have this XTC, the Skylarking box set, the 2 LP. 45 RPM with the booklet and the CD. That's a collector piece. In fact, this should probably go in behind that, which I'll do later. All of our jazz, by the way, is down here. We are expanding a bit. So, all right, here we go. These are our new arrivals for this week on our pre-owned. I've got all of these to show you here. Guess what? Japanese is back. All of these are brand new Japanese presses to show you. I have also unloaded some records from my shelf at home, about 20, and I have probably about 8 or 10 to show you this morning, and then 8 or 10 in the coming weeks, and all of that stuff right there is all new sealed stuff. All right, here we go. This is Jaco Pastorius, our first record this morning. It is from 1976. It is a U.S. press, and it is obviously, as you can see there, the white label promo. According to this, somebody liked Come On, Come Over. Like that song. Jaco, if you know much about Jaco, you gotta know what an amazing guitar player he is. There's the promo. That one is priced at $45. Played that and really liked it. It's jazzy. It's just a lot of great virtuoso guitar, as it should be. Another promo to show you this morning. This is Lou Reed, self-titled. A bit of a different promotional sticker there. There's the number if you want to look that up. This is from 1972. Lou Reed promo. 2 promos, and the first to show you this morning. That one's also $45. Next up is AC/DC, If You Want Blood. This is a US 1978. These OG or early press AC/DC US presses are starting to go up in price. That one's $28. You'll like the condition on that. If you have a VG or a VG minus, you want to upgrade, highly recommend that. Let's check in really quickly with Mickey and see what he thinks of AC/DC, because I think he likes it, so let's see. Yeah, that's the look of somebody who says, yes, please, give me that AC/DC record. The Doors, Strange Days. Been a long time since we had a nice pre-owned copy of this. A little bit of ring wear there. 45 on that OG or early press. Here's a Doors record called Waiting for the Sun. That one's priced at 28. That one just feels good in my hand. The Byrds Untitled is 25. That's a 2 LP. Johnny the Fox, Thin Lizzy is 15. We've got Triumph Thunder 7 in the house at 16. The Beatles White Album, this is a US 1978 reissue, and it's priced at 50. Beatles White Album, US 1978. And just take a look at that sleeve. How many of those have you seen that are just scorched? Billy Joel, Street Life Serenade. Beautiful copy of that is 18. Van Halen, Fair Warning. I was about to say this is my favorite Van Halen, but first of all, do you even care? How many people say that all the time about records? This is my favorite. I think if you like the person, then you're like, okay, I'm kind of curious, but maybe you're just visiting us for the first time and you're like, dude, I don't care what your favorite album is. We just tend to say that a lot, and I'm rambling. But 25 bucks for Van Halen, Fair Warning. Man, I love that album. Grateful Dead, Europe 72 is next. It's got the, I want to say, I'd like to say built-in ring wear. Of course it's not, but this one always has it if it's pre-owned. And this one has a little bit of it, $60 for Europe 72. And I think that's is it a 3 LP? I believe it is. Canned Heat Best Of is 15 bucks. Canned Heat's a great band if you haven't listened to them. During COVID, I really got into Canned Heat. 25 bucks, Aerosmith, Get Your Wings, a US 2013. Wow, 2013, I don't say that very much. 25 bucks, that's gotta be 180 gram. Here's the original sleeve on Bruce Hornsby in the Range, The Way It Is. You guys are used to seeing that brown sleeve with the band on the front. This is the original. It's got the hype sticker alert. 20 bucks. That's all I got to say about that. Joan Jett, I Love Rock and Roll. Beautiful copy here. US 1981 is 25. Let's check in with Julie and see what she thinks of Joan Jett. I don't think she was really digging Joan Jett. Julie is new here this morning. She's joined us for the show. This morning, actually, I have 3 people with her. Of course, Vionel is always here with us, but Julie has joined. And of course, then we also have Mickey, who sometimes is very eager for records, other times not so much. Usually the Barry Manilow gets that look. Elton John, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, $26. I'm entertaining myself. Rush, Permanent Waves, US 1985, 28 bucks. Every song on that one's a killer. Dire Straits, self-titled, and thank you, Perry Rogers, so much for increasing the value of this record by putting your damn sticker on the front. $18. Captain Sky, Pop Goes the Captain. Look at that. I thought that was a cheeseburger, didn't you? At first, look at that. Looks like a cheeseburger with lettuce, right? It's not. It's Captain Sky. $30 for Captain Sky. John Fogerty, self-titled. You ever seen this one? I think I've only seen maybe 2 of those. 14 bucks. A UK import of Bob Dylan, New Morning. UK import of Dylan, 20 bucks. That's cool. I'm going to speed up here because I got so much to show you. Madonna, True Blue, 17. The Police, Ghost in the Machine, 22. Please give me feedback on my pace if you like the pace of the videos. William Bootsy Collins, The One Giveth. The Count, Taketh Away. Man, Bootsy, you were smoking some stuff. 15 bucks. Sly and the Family Stone, Dance to the Music, US 1971 is $15. We've got Eric Clapton, Greatest Hits. This is a German import for 30. Cool record. Eric Clapton. This is a 12-inch single of Layla and Wonderful Tonight. It's a UK import as well for 20. Cool collector piece. There, Posh Hits Volume 1, US 1983. Pretty sure that's punk. 30 bucks for Posh Hits. McCartney 2. Long time since I've seen one of these. I don't know why. Just it's been that way. 20 bucks. Duran Duran Rio, 1982, 35. We got some incredible variety this morning. Eagles Long Run, $19. The Lovin' Spoonful, You Didn't Have to Be So Nice. That's a German import. German import for 18. 2LP Ella Fitzgerald, the Duke Ellington Songbook. This next at 15. Ella's great. Listen to a lot of Ella at home during dinner time at home with my wife. Mahogany Rush, the first time I'd ever seen this one. Child of the Novelty, $14 for Mahogany Rush. Some K-Tel records. I have a huge K-Tel collection. In fact, I should show you my K-Tel collection sometime. I've got about this many. About as many to fit in one bin. So, I don't know, there's maybe 60 or 70. I don't know if I have them all, but I'm working on it. Fantastic is the name of this one. 22 original hits. There's who's on that. These are great because they are the original songs, and they found the good bands at the time. ABBA, KC, Jay Ferguson, Thunder Island, great song. This is the Hot Ones, Volume 2. It's $11. We usually charge 10 or 11 bucks for those. Elton John Greatest Hits. These are hard to find here in Oak Island. 25 bucks for that. The Rolling Stones Flowers, US 1967 is 34. Man, we got some killer records. Van Halen, 1984, 26. I forget because we process so many, and then I do these videos, and I think, oh, dang, forgot about that. Lee Ritenour, Feel the Night is 14. Bruce Springsteen, The River is 24. We've got Janis Joplin, Greatest Hits at 20. The Beatles, which is not priced, so it needs to come over here. Go back up and get a price tag on it. Lindsey Buckingham, 16 bucks. Go insane. If you heard the news this week, I think we're going to get a repress of Buckingham Nicks in August or September this year. The -5, Let the War Against Music Begin, limited edition 20th anniversary, 1 of 500. Something is written on the front there, to Bulks, keep it on the cliff. So I'm not sure who that is. That looks like a legit signature. 25 bucks on that one. If you know who that is that signed that, let me know. Barry White, Greatest Hits is 17. BT Express Greatest Hits, that's a promo. It's 10 bucks. That's a fun band if you haven't heard BT Express. Great 70s group. Greatest Hits Volume 2. Jerry Lee Lewis, Charlie Rich, Johnny Cash, $10. Funkadelic, One Nation Under a Groove. This is a 1978 U.S. Press C condition for 30. Richie Valens, Golden Archives Series, 14 bucks. It's got to have Donna on it, right? La Bamba and Donna. Wow. The Mahavishnu Orchestra. Wow, I said that with limited coffee. 12 bucks for Birds of Fire. This is another Bootsy Collins record called The Name is Bootsy, Baby. 28 bucks for that one. The Mellow Kings. Here's some doo-wop for you. Their greatest hits is $11. Ambrosia's first record, which is very proggy. It is not yacht rock. Love it. $15. The Best of Johnny Horton. Check this out, y'all. 12 bucks for this. This is a Korean import. It's on red vinyl. Look at that. Johnny Horton, a Korean press. That's pretty random, isn't it? Moonquake Starstruck is $20. Don't see much Moonquake around here. A couple of James Brown records here for you that are I don't want to say rare, but they certainly are ones that we don't see much. Get Up Off of That Thing, US 76, that's 40. This one's 35, and it's called Mother's Nature from 1977, James Brown. Bringing up the rear, Jimmy Page, Special Early Works, 18 bucks from 1972, US Press. And check this out, in Australia, import from 1971, Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, Celebration, 1971. Celebration Copy is what that's called. First time I'd ever seen that one. It's a compilation. All right. Quick flip of what is up here in a pre-owned that is not sold. We've got Tracy Chapman, Boston Don't Look Back, Third Stage. There is Roger Waters, David Bowie, U2, Rolling Stones, Derek and the Dominoes, Beatles, Led Zeppelin, Beatles on the red vinyl, Grateful Dead, Rush, Dire Straits, more Dire Straits, In Excess, Wilson Pickett, we got the specials, and more specials, Foreigner, George Michael, The Cars, XTC, Gryphon, Ringo Starr, Fripp and Eno, Changes One, Bowie, The Doors, Soft Parade. You know what? We got an offer on this record, and I said if it was still here in a week, I would accept it. So that one's going to go up, and on our website, by the way, every single record you can make us an offer. So don't forget that option is there. Don't get many offers still to this day after 4 years. Changes One, Bowie. What else we got here? Doors, just really quickly going through these. Madonna, New York Dolls. These were all last week's new arrivals. Hound Dog Taylor, that David Bowie's still here with the stamps in it. This is a shocker. The Cars, Sam and Dave, Albert Collins, Jafria, and I got so much to show you. I'm just going to let those go. What do you think, Julie? Still not impressed. Okay. Mickey, you want to come over here and see the new sealed stuff? He does. That's his look of, yes, please. Okay, let's do this first. Got some restocks on jazz, new jazz. We got 3 of these, Dave Brubeck Quartet. Got a good price on those, so we priced those at $25. I'll have to go in later when I got 2 hands. John Coltrane, My Favorite Things, is $25, and also Sonny Rollins, Colossus, saxophone Colossus, is $25. All 3 of those are going to go right in there after I shoot this video. Here's the new sealed stuff that we've got. Then I'm going to do Japanese presses in my collection, stuff from my shelf. So here we go. The Cars. This is the Rhino High Fidelity pressing. I got 2 of these, limited edition. It's $39. If you love that album, you want a great high fidelity pressing, there it is. There's also the stuff that's just the bullet points on that one, which if you're considering, let me just show you that. Same on this Morrison Hotel. This is the Rhino High Fidelity pressing limited edition. These are both 2025 presses. I chose those 2. Had a lot more I could have chose, but I didn't, just for money reasons. Stevie Wonder, the definitive collection. Isn't this cool? I got one of these for me. When I saw the songs are on this sealed 2 LP, look at the songs on this. Look at that side 3. Oh my gosh. So got that, and excited to have that. Also, I found this. It's an import. You know, I like Meatloaf, but I don't think I have like all of his records. I like Bad Out of Hell. His other stuff is okay, but I don't have many. There's a couple songs maybe on these 2 records that are okay that I like. But this is cool. If you are in that same vein as me, Meatloaf, Hits Out of Hell. We'd never seen that before. I believe it's an import. It's $32. I picked up one of those. I think that'll sell. You know, I'll grab some more of them. This is a new release. It just came out. Disney Pixar Toy Story, Songs to Infinity and Beyond. These are songs by Randy Newman. $39 for this. I've got 2 copies of Toy Story. My friend Randy Copork picked up a copy of that, and it's ready to be shipped to him. Soundgarden, this is Super Unknown. It's a sealed 2014 2 LP, $44. We have never had this record until now. Decided to get one. Restock, Pearl Jam Unplugged MTV limited edition. Got 2 of those. They're $44. Nirvana in Utero is a restock. I'm gonna go a little quicker here. 3 Doors Down Greatest Hits is a restock. Weezer Blue is back. Bruce Springsteen Greatest Hits is back. James Taylor Greatest Hits. Tom Petty Full Moon Fever. There's Innocent Man. This is the brand new repress of Innocent Man. We don't have that. Got 2 copies of MTV Unplugged Nirvana. Back in the house, we got Beastie Boys. What else here? Oh, yeah, we got some Steely Dan to show you. This is Gaucho, copy of that. We've got Can't Buy a Thrill, and we've got Katie Lied, all recent represses of those three amazing records. Sublime, self-titled Sublime, $39. If you're wondering about the price, these are all on BigLoveVinyl.com. If you're new, by the way, BigLoveVinyl.com is where you can get these. If you're not in Oak Island or Southport, just come in and check us out here if you are local. If not, jump on the website, and all of these are available to buy right now. 2 LP on that Wicked. We've got Wish You Were Here, Pink Floyd, Nirvana, Nevermind, Alan Jackson, Greatest Hits, Temple of the Dog. Finally got one of those. And here's one that's of note. Soul Asylum, Grave Dancers Union. Probably should put my hand there. 2022 limited edition, numbered, black and gold. And of course, if you are into vinyl, you'll recognize the music on vinyl sticker there. Got one copy of that. Not easy to find anymore. Eagles, Hotel California is here. We've got 2 copies of The Doors, Rhino pressing. There's Ziggy, and there's the man that we just lost, the icon, a character, to say the least. Rock and roll would be totally different, I think, without this man. Ozzy Osbourne, Scream, 2 LP, got 1 copy of that left. Miley Cyrus is here, the new one. Benson Boone's new one is here, and Jelly Roll, that's from last year. 50th anniversary, Billy Joel, The Stranger. We've got Brandon Lake, King of Hearts. Got 2 or 3 copies of that left. Still have Turnstile and Red Hot Chili Peppers. All right, Mickey, come on over here. Do you want to see the Japan presses? He's not into Japan presses. What about you, Vinyl? Cape Fear Radio's where we do my radio show. It's every Sunday from 1 to 3. Please join CapeFearRadio.com. You can listen there. You can get the app. Listen to 2 hours of me spinning stuff like this, talking about records and being generally silly and having fun. A lot of my listeners get involved. Listeners have sent me all kinds of audios that I've played, and we have quite a blast. From my shelf at home, I found a Japanese press of Led Zeppelin 4, so I am letting my US 1977 copy go. And there it is. It's $39. I would call it near mint on the vinyl. If you want to upgrade, US press, Led Zeppelin 4, there it is. Same on all of these on the condition. Agent Provocateur, $15. If you see a D sticker, that means it came from my house. Not from me. Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, Deja Vu, $24 for that copy from my shelf. Fleetwood Mac, their self-titled record, which I prefer over Rumors, $28. And man, that's in delightful condition, near mint minus at least. Genesis, self-titled, $17. Big Generator from Yes is $20. Bad Company, self-titled, is $20. The Best of Bread, the nicest copy I've ever seen of this, is $16. And a Japan press of Foreigner, no Obi, $25. Up here in our Japanese presses, here are some new ones for you to consider. All of these are on BigLoveVinyl.com. Don't forget, these are all pre-owned. So if you are into Japanese presses and you get 4 or more pre-owned, all of your pre-owned is 10% off in your cart, BigLoveVinyl.com. Genesis Invisible Touch from 1986 with the Obi strip is $40. These all have the Obis, so I won't say that anymore. Here's Journey, Raised on Radio, is $40. We got Best of the Doobies is $40. This one I have an offer on, so I'm going to pull that out. Yes, 90125, my favorite record. I'm just going to say it because it is my all-time favorite, 1983. That's $50 for the Yes 90125 Japan press. Frampton Comes Alive is also $50. And Journey, Evolution, no Obi strip, $30, and also Infinity for $35. We've got the, when I said that they all have Obi strips, I was not right. So I'm going to make sure I correct that. These two do not. So make sure you're aware of that. Don't like to say something and then not correct it. I need to. Infinity, Import, 1983, that's $50. Genesis, Abacab from 1981 is $40. This one should go in the front. That's Boston. Their first record, obviously. Import Japan. That's 75. That one will sell because that's a beloved record. 45 for the Eagles. I've got 2 copies of that. Journey Frontiers is 50, and Heart self-titled is 40. Oh, also I have Bad Animals here, and this one's sealed for 45. Okay, wow, we had a lot of records to show you this morning. I'm really excited about what you guys might pick up this week. Remember, BigLoveVinyl.com is where you can get them if you're not from around these parts in North Carolina. But here's a quick view of the shop. If you want to take a peek at what we look like here within Crossroads Gathering Place. We've got all of these displays, all of these records ready for you to pick up. Last thing, I'll say what I always say this weekend. I challenge you. Go to your listening room, find your turntable, find 5 records that you haven't listened to in the last year. 5 records you haven't listened to in the last year, and play all of them this weekend. All right, we'll see you next week.